Hey all, this is Siddharth and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So this is the fourth video of the series, that is machine learning for data science. I have already created three videos. As you can see that the first video is introduction video where I have described my motto of this playlist, and the second video is the video where I have talked about basics of machine learning, and the third video which is about practical implementation of logistic regression. So I will, if you haven't watched these video, then I will suggest you to please watch this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then I will also tell you to please subscribe to my channel. So this is the fourth video where I will talk about practical implementation of linear regression. In the previous video we have talked about practical implementation of logistic regression, and that was a quite interesting stuff. So in this video we will continue our flow and will do practical implementation of linear regression. So before doing so, we have to understand some of the theoretical concept. So let us do so. Linear regression. So linear regression attempts to model the relationship between the two variables by fitting a linear equation to observed data. That is, one variable is considered to be independent variable and the other is considered to be dependent variable. So independent explanatory, or you can say that input variable are all same variable, and dependent variable is output variable. So what it does, it is having, you can say that a lot of data, and it is giving the output as numeric. As in case of logistic regression, we saw that we were getting the output as the classification, that is whether true, false, 0, 1 discrete value. But in case of linear regression, we are having the value as numeric, like we can get any age like 64, height, weight, like that. So this is the concept of linear regression. In linear regression we are having output in the form of numeric value, and in case of logistic regression we are having the output as the classification value, that is categorical value 0 or 1. So talking about linear regression, it poses a linear relationship between independent and dependent variable. So the relationship between the input and output variable is in linear line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Now let us understand difference between linear and logistic regression. So linear regression gives us discrete output. As said earlier, it gives us output like 0, 1, 0, 1, true, false, yes, no, like that. While linear regression give continuous output, that is we are getting numeric output like age, data, price. In logistic regression mostly we have categorical data, while in linear regression we have numeric data. There is a linear relationship between independent and dependent variable in linear regression, while in logistic regression it works on sigmoid function. The output of linear regression must be a continuous value, such as price can be 64,000, 32,000 etc, age can be 32, 64 etc, while the output of logistic regression must be a categorical value such as 0, 1, yes, no, true, false, like that. So linear regression is used for solving regression problem, while logistic regression is used for solving classification problem. So this is the concept of linear and logistic regression. So I think you got some of the theoretical knowledge of what logistic regression do and what linear regression do. So after that, the same concept is how we feed input. So we feed input to logistic regression or linear regression model using the same thing, that is independent and dependent variable. So let us see what are these terms. Independent variable are input variable and dependent variable are the output variable, as discussed in our previous video. So let us understand it. So let us suppose we are having homework grade. So this is homework grade and this is independent variable, that is we can say that input variable, and we want to predict based on the homework grade, we want to predict the test grade. So this is the independent value and this is the dependent value. So we will train our model so that we will give any of the input like 94, then we can get the test grade at 98. So this is the concept. So now let us understand our problem statement. So we are having a data set which contain information about relationship between year of experience and what we can see salary. So many employee record have been observed and their experience and salary are recorded. This will be our training data. So the goal is to design a model that can predict salary if given the year of experience, that the particular year of experience of that particular person is given, and we have to predict the salary. So in this case also we should see that whether the particular value, means particular data set, is having a string value or not. If it is having a string value, then we have to convert it into dummy variable, and we will convert it into numeric form. Like if it is having gender as male and female, so we will suppose that male is 1, female is 0, as our model does not take any string value. So this is the point to be noted. So now let us jump to our coding part. So before jumping to our coding part, you can see that this is our data set. Here we are having year of experience and we are having salary. So we will be giving this year of experience as our input, and we will be getting the salary as our output. So now let us jump to our coding part. Let us understand the series of steps that will be going through. So first of all, we have to import the necessary libraries, like we will be importing NumPy, Pandas, sklearn for the manipulation. After that we will be loading our dataset, that salary dataset, and after that we will get some of the insights, some of the observation from the dataset, and after that we will split our dataset into independent and dependent variable, and after that we will just split our dataset into training set and test set. After that we will make a model, then we will fit our model, and then we will predict the output. After fitting it to our model, then we will predict the output, and then we will finally check the accuracy. So this will be the overall idea for this practical implementation. So let us proceed. So first of all, let us import some of the required library. So I will be importing import NumPy as np, and after that import pandas as pd, import. So after that from sklearn dot model selection import train test split. So these number of library we will have to import, that is NumPy, Pandas, and from model selection we will be importing train test split to split our dataset, and from sklearn.linear model we will be importing linear regression. In the previous video where I have talked about logistic regression, we have done the same thing, but in case of linear regression here we have just used logistic regression. So now we will execute this particular cell, and after that we have to load the data set. So let us do so. So now here we will paste the code for loading our data set and seeing the 10 rows. So you can see it here that we have loaded our dataset using pd.readcsv command, and this was the dataset, and we have used data.head method to, and we have put it here 10 so that we can get the 10 rows, and after that we will be getting some insight. So let us do so. So first of all data.info to get the null values, whether it is having null value or not. So data.info. So we can see that we are having none of the null value, and the respective data type, that is year of experience, that is in float, and salary which is in integer. So after that we will be doing data.describe to know some of the things that might be beneficial. So I have done spelling wrong. So data.describe, and here you can see that the count of the value, that there are 30 values, and mean is 5 of year of experience, and of salary is of 76,000, and maximum value year of experience is 10, and the maximum salary is in lakhs. So after that let us see the shape of the value dataset. So it is having 30 rows and 2 columns. So after that, now let us dot size, the size will be good. So data dot size tell us the total number of values, that is 60 value are present in our data set. So now let us split our data set into independent variable and dependent variable. So this particular line of code is used to convert our data set into independent variable. So now let us see the value. So you can see that year of experience, it is our independent variable, that is this is our input variable. We will put it into our model and we will get salary. So this is our independent variable. Now let us make our dependent variable as well. So this is our dependent variable, and you can see that here we are having salary. So after that we will be using train test split to split our data set into training set and test set. So let us do so. So we will use this particular code to split our data set into training set and test set, and we are passing x value, that is independent value, and then dependent value, and after that we are keeping random state as 0. That means that whenever we will be executing these all code, then we will be taking the same sample of data, and after that we are taking the test size, that the data we will be using for test purpose is 30%, and for training purpose we will be taking 70% of the data. Now we will execute this particular line of code. Now our task is to make the model. So let us do so. Model is equal to linear regression. Sorry for typing mistake. So this is our model. We have successfully built our model. So let us fit the data into our model. So we will fit our training data into the model. So we have fitted our training data into the model. Now we will predict the output. So let us do so. Predict is equal to model dot predict, and we will give the test data to it. So test data, because we will be predicting on test data. Now let us see predict. So we are getting the prediction. As you can see that we are getting prediction as salary, as we have inputted the year of experience, and now we are getting salary out of that. So now our task is to check accuracy. So for checking accuracy in logistic regression we have used accuracy score, but in linear regression that is not the case. We have to use the function that is score here. So we will use score here. So model dot score, and here we will pass two parameter, that is train x and train y. So here you can see that our accuracy is very good, that is 94%. So this is our accuracy. If we will multiply this, if we will put it here and then we will multiply it, then we can see that our actual accuracy is 94%. So let us first recall what we did. This is the simple video and the simple explanation. So first of all we have imported the necessary library. After that we have loaded the dataset and saw the 10 rows, and after that we have saw that the 10 rows and the column is year of experience, that is independent variable, and our input variable, and salary as our dependent variable. And after that we have used some of the method to get some insight, that we have used info method to get the data type and the columns. Then we have used describe function to get some of the values like total count, mean of the particular column, 75%, 50% maximum value. Then we have used shape method to know the shape, and after that we have used size method to know the total number of value present in the data set. And after that we have splitted in our data set into independent variable, and after that we have splitted our data set into dependent variable. And after that we have to separate our data set into training set and test set. So we have used this following line of code to separate our data set into training set and test set. And after that we have made a model, and this is the object of the model, that is linear regression. This is the class and this is model is the object. So after making the model, we have fitted our data into that particular model using, and we have fitted training data, so the training X and training Y has been fitted. And after that we have predicted our model using the function that is model.predict, and we have passed the test data. As we cannot predict the training data, we can predict the test data, so we have used test data, and after predicting we have got some of the result, like some of the salary of the person. So after that we have checked the accuracy of the model, that how accurate it is predicting, and we saw that the accuracy is 94%, and we cannot use accuracy score here to check the accuracy, because accuracy score is only used in classification problem. So here we have used a score method to get the accuracy. So we can also provide some of the custom inputs, so let us do that as well. So we can use model dot predict, and we can put some of the custom inputs, like if my year of experience is not 12/6 year, then what will be my salary? So you can see that my salaries will be 82,000, means approx 83,000. So what if my experience is 7 years? So you can see that my salary is increasing. So what if my salary is 8 years? What if my experience is of 8 years? So you can see that my salary is increasing, means if my what we can get out of that if our experience is more, then we will be getting more salary. What if our experience is 10 years? So we are getting more value, that is we are getting salary in lakhs. So what if my experience is of 2 years? So we can see that we are getting only 45,000 as a salary. So this is the linear relationship, and we are proving it here as well. So this is all in this video. In the next video we will be doing k nearest neighbor, and we will use k nearest neighbor as it is also used in recommendation system that Flipkart and Amazon uses. So this is all in this video. If you think that this video is helpful, then please do like, share and subscribe. This is all in this video. Thank you so much for your time.